So now we have a game, Master of Economy from Synonis Games again. And Greg is here to tell us all about this game, which has done very well, by the way, on our rankings.
I guess we can see on the screen this is the 8 from top. So first.
Okay, so tell us about Master of Economy.
Yeah, it's a game for market tycoons, the people who are investors and buy and sell shares of the companies. And we have here in the game two-dimensional level of thinking. The first level is the level of managing the company and developing the company, producing goods and earning as much money as possible from the company. That's the first level. But the most important level is the level of your own wallet, your own pocket. You have to earn cash as much as possible for your own. Of course, for the company as well, but this is not the case you are interested in the best. Yeah.
Yes. So ultimately, you want to have the most money at the end of the game for yourself.
Yeah. Okay. There are two kinds of money: the money of the company, which is inside the company, and the money of your own, which is outside the company. Yeah. So this is the second part. Kind of money is much more important. You buy and sell shares during the game, and in the end of the game, all the players will calculate all the shares of the companies, and the player who has the highest value of composition of all shares is the winner. Yeah, that's just the simple description.
Got it.
During the game, you can buy and sell shares of any company which is present on the market. It may happen that one player may be a president of more than one company during the game. When are you a president of the company? When you have more shares than your competitors.
Okay.
If you bought more shares than your competitors, then automatically you become a manager, a president of board of the company, and is that you who decides what the company will do in the nearest future. So then if you have the influence on the company, then you can develop the company just in production process. Every player starts with a player board which represents the company, and with the initial 4 small dice which represent building materials. And you then use those building materials to build industrial buildings, which are part of production chain.
Sure.
Yeah. And these are coal mines, these are steel plants, power plants, and finishing on shipyards.
Okay.
During your production process, you can produce the goods for another level of industrial building. So in order to, let's say, produce energy, you must have coal. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So the coal is produced by coal mine.
Yeah.
In order to have a steel, steel is here. In order to have a steel, you have to use a ferrum, which is produced here, and one coal, which is produced here. All of those elements are represented by such small dice on your warehouses. So this is just brief description of the production process, of the production chain inside the company.
Right, got it.
How the mechanism of the game looks like. Every player has the marker which is moved. This is wrong. This is marker which shows what every player does during the phase. We have 4 phases which represent 4 years, and every phase composed of all those steps just on this rondo.
Okay.
So we're starting with the phase of building new plants. So we should use 1 building material and 3 units of
money,
local currency to build another building, and we can decide what to build.
Okay.
The second step is that we supply to our plants the material to produce the goods which are typical for every building. So as I told before, if we want to produce energy, we must supply a coal. But we will not have this coal if we won't produce this. We should first produce this coal here, or buy it on the free market, which is also possible. The second phase is that when we supply the goods to our plants, we produce the goods. Yeah, and the last phase is that we can sell our produced goods on free market, and this market operates in the as free market does. It's a real simulation of the balance between demand and supply and how this impacts the prices on the market. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
Okay.
We have also the phase of financial operation, just taking credits, taking loans, just paying the interest in the phase. And the production chain is repeated twice in every year. Yeah,
right.
This is the same sequence of activities, and every turn, every turn is finished with board of directors meeting. When we discussed whether we want to pay dividends from the company, we can take over at other companies, just buying and selling shares. We just set up in this phase who is going to manage every company the next step.
Gotcha.
Yeah? The winner at the end of the game will be the player who collected the greatest money in his own pocket, not on the company
not for
level,
the company, right.
but on the own pocket. The shares of the companies will be evaluated, will be multiplied against the factor which is here, and these points we will get always when we successfully exported our goods to the external markets. When we are successful in selling our goods to external markets. And at final stage of the game, we will have a factor here, which will be multiplying the number of shares we have, and just will tell us how much money we have in our own packet.
Okay, great. And looks very cool. So over 4 rounds.
Four rounds, full cycles of the round.
Right. All right. And 2 to 4 players, and looks like it plays in 2 to 2.5 hours, huh?
And even more.
Okay. All right. Again, that's Master of Economy from Synonis Games.